Hi, honors English students. I decided I'm going to sometimes make a little video with announcements. The typing is a little impersonal. I'm not the most tech teacher, as you've probably noticed by now, and all this virtual stuff is definitely not in my wheelhouse. But I also think it's nice sometimes to put a face behind the name, and it's a little bit easier, more personal sometimes to give you announcements this way. So once every week or two, I'll pop on and give you a few things that I want you to know. This week, I wanted to tell you a couple things. First, I know this week's assignment looks a lot like last week with the rhetorical analysis terms listing. Before you think that's like a lack of creativity or whatever, we really do want you, Ms. Bod and I, to practice rhetorical analysis. It's really interesting to me. Obviously, the test looks totally different this year for AP Language and Composition. And they did away with the argument essay, they did away with the multiple choice, they did away with the synthesis essay, and they kept the rhetorical analysis essay. So when we emphasize it, there's really a reason that we want you to do those things, and because we know that according to AP, and it was just proven last week, the number one thing they want you to do is rhetorical analysis. Okay, so number 2 though, next week the assignment will look a little bit different, so just so you know. Next, your Isearch papers and presentations. I've been waiting to decide what I wanted to do with that until we heard if we were coming back for the year. Obviously, I'd rather you gave presentations to each other, and your paper feedback doesn't come back until I've seen how you have integrated that research into your paper or your presentation, but now things are different. So it will be treated separately. So for my block period and my period 1, I will grade your essays completely, including the research part, and put those grades in separately. The two will not be considered the same, like at the same time anymore. So be watching for that. I'll put your grades in IC, and I'll give you a few bullet points of feedback in IC. If you look on your grades, you can like click on them and I can type up a couple sentences of feedback. I will also hold all Isearch papers, and you can come get them at the start of the year next year, so you can have see my feedback that way. And then as far as Isearch presentations, I'm still figuring that out. If you are in my block class, Mr. Parsons grades the presentations, I grade the paper. That's the way it's always been. He will contact you about what he's going to do for presentations. I have no idea what he's going to choose to do. I'm going to do the papers. I will send them out. I will give the grades to him. He will decide something about the presentations, and he will let you know. For my period 1, we will do presentations somehow virtually, just because I want you to earn the credit, and it's not fair that half a class went and the other half didn't. But I'm still kind of working out what that will look like. I will give you several weeks to do it and turn it in, so don't stress it. Watch for more news on that in the next week or two. And then I think that's it. The last thing I'd say, honestly, is this. I was really bummed that school was not going to be back in session for the rest of the year. I realized that we're all tired, and the first week kind of sounded nice, but the truth is this is a pretty sad exchange for time with you. I love my job. I love being with you. And I'm really sad I don't get to see you for the rest of the year. So for what it's worth, you are missed. I'm thinking of you. I'm hoping that your families are safe and well and dealing with the stress as best they can. So I'm sad I don't get to see you, and I miss you very much. All right, I'll be in contact if you need anything. And yeah, bye. Have a great week.